Feature Friday.
The freshest. Talking about legends, today is just filled with fantastic singing.
Lea Salonga.
We got Lea Salonga singing Disney
Oh,
Medley.
Hercules,
Yeah.
Tarzan, and Mulan. The only 3 Disney movies I'm very familiar with.
You're not very familiar.
I am
You
with them.
kind of know.
Tarzan is the guy who speaks to the monkeys.
Okay.
Hercules. I can go the distance.
Yeah.
And then Mulan is the one with the mermaid.
No. Mulan's
Oh,
the...
Mulan. Mulan is
Yeah.
the one. She dresses up as a lad, and then turns out she's a lass,
And
then
fights for her country.
And then so
And for her dad's honor.
the revolution happened, didn't it?
Was it the revolution?
I don't know, but it
No.
looked like that. There was a big war.
There was a big war,
Yeah, in
but it
the
was like
mountains.
in the invasion.
In Vegas.
Yeah. Oh my god! Just watch this.
Yeah, but I'm very familiar with them. There's a few movies I'm not familiar with. Actually, most of them. But these are the 3 I regurgitate often
Oh wow!
and watch.
Wow!
Oh fuck! This is old as well.
Oh my god!
Let me finish. A dazzling place I never knew.
She is so charming.
You imagine this? Hold on a second.
Hey,
Let me finish.
give me a break.
But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you.
Love the frosted
My dream to
eyeshadow.
be a Disney princess came true when I
Oh,
recorded that song. Man,
Oh,
she's
so happy.
so charming. Look
it
at
was
that
such a
band.
thrill. As I was growing up, I was listening to Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty,
Never seen them.
and then now I got to have my chance as a Disney princess.
Know who they are.
Yay!
And that pretty much made my year. Oh, that made my life.
Indeed.
Imagine my surprise when I was asked to audition for another Disney strong female role.
Who? Mulan.
And I got it. Mulan. Oh, I can't describe the feeling.
She's basically the voice of most princesses, though, isn't
No,
she?
no.
Everyone sounds like Lea. Every princess.
Well,
They all sing like that.
they're
Just admit it. Come on.
honestly a lot of the roles for Disney, even before they become recorded by other artists, are originally sang demos by Filipino female singers.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
The fact that a lot of it is tested first in the sweetness of Filipino female singers, it's actually quite mind-boggling to me. I remember when I was first studying the musical industry and how it works in the film industry. A very small starter, just like, because it's all very different from what it is in theater. The one of the fun facts that kept coming up was the fact that a lot of the demos were originally sang by Filipino singers, unknown people that just fit the role or the idea of the role before they casted it before anybody else. And the sweetness and the melody and the certain cadences and even the inflection of certain words, they would take those as pointers and liners to cast the original singers and voice actors. So it doesn't surprise me that Lea was so popular in that era of Disney as well, because I think Disney musicals were booming in the late 90s.
Well, those were the best ones, I feel.
I believe so too. Alan Menken being so involved in the writing and composing of many of these fantastic musicals.
But this is your world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really refreshing to get a moment to geek out about.
Is she the voice
moments.
then of the girl in Tarzan?
No.
Oh.
No.
Is she Mulan
Yes.
and
Jasmine
from Tarzan?
from Aladdin.
From Aladdin. What's the name for the lady from Hercules? Gamora.
No.
Gamora. That's from Avengers.
That's from the Guardians of the Galaxy.
What's
but
the
you know.
lady that he lifts up the rock for?
Megara.
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 Yeah, and they call her Meg.
Meg. Good old Meg.
Yeah, that's right.
That sounds like a tapeworm or something.
Oh my god,
Hey,
wow.
hey, this is that's for you.
Oh my god, Efra, you're so weird,
Go on.
bro.
Makes me very happy doing what I do. So now, I would like to sing the three newest classic hits of
You
Disney.
see? I wonder. This must have been like in.
From Tarzan and my own personal favorite, Mulan.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It has the whole orchestra. That's booming, bro.
Holy shit.
My soul is very happy right now. You hear that cross-Atlantic accent?
Yeah,
It's
they're
very-
universally what it looked after in theatre.
Yeah, actually not. It's not.
Movies.
It's not very sought after in theater, but it's very sought after in films,
Oh
especially
shit! Sorry,
for
not theatre, movies.
Yeah,
I forget it's a musical though.
yeah, especially for films that are directed to children. It's either that cross-Atlantic or that Pacific accent, because they have that softness of certain T's and R's that are very
Friendly,
soft.
isn't it?
And it's easy to understand, and it doesn't belong to anybody, so it can be anything you want it to be. It's like being a model for a high-end fashion brands. You can be whatever you want the model to be. You can dress it however
Oh,
you
you
want
meant
it.
for runways.
Yeah, for runways. That's what I meant. Yeah. So that it's really nice though, because I find that in Filipino singers, they naturally possess that ability. They have soft R's, and they have natural, really bouncy percussiveness to the way they speak English. So if it's maneuvered and tailored for that cross-Atlantic accent, is actually easier than to try to get a proper American accent or a receive pronunciation in a British accent.
RP.
Yeah, so you have that nice in between, that friendliness.
Good old RP, go on.
Good old RP. She does see the scenery, doesn't she?
This is where I'm meant to be. I'll be there someday.
Oh my god, those transitions.
Go the distance.
Well, I like her version a lot.
Find my way. I can be strong. I know every mile will be worth it.
Oh!
When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong.
Oh, not yet.
It's subtle.
An unknown road to embrace my fate.
She feels so
I
at
love
home
how
in
this-
that fucking stage. What the
Oh,
hell?
yeah,
Was
but-
that a show just for her? Something?
Yes, I think it's one of those concerts that she does.
Because
Because
she's very, very at ease. There's a lot
Oh
of
yeah. Well, but that at ease comes from being in theater. That comfort only comes from being in theater, especially the way that she directs herself to the people and how she manages herself with the interaction in those settings. I see so many of that so much of that theater background there is so palpable. I modeled a lot of my theater training
after Lea.
after her.
Well,
yeah.
they used that a lot as a model too.
Yeah,
As a person to model.
yeah, but I personally became obsessed.
Right.
I personally modeled a lot
Well, she's very good.
from her mannerisms and stuff. But I had never seen this, you know. This is
Nice.
like a gem.
Very
Gem.
Though that road made me wander, it lead me to you. And 1,000
This is really low in her range. It's nice.
Oh, it's a male
nice.
voice usually, right?
Yeah.
might take a lifetime, but somehow I'll see it through.
I can go the distance.
And I'll stay on track. No, I won't accept defeat. It's an uphill slow, but I'll walk
She's so small, like her hands are so tiny.
till I go.
they needed someone to lift up the boulder or something like.
There's no boulder.
There is.
Yes. Phil Collins coming into the play. It'll be alright. Oh my God, this song. And hold it tight. All around you, I will be here. Don't you cry.
I just see little Efra on like underwear in the living room, so eating, watching Tarzan in the TV. That's what I see.
Buzzcut, little Efra.
Yeah, I used to have a buzzcut. Actually, that's probably what I look like with buzzcut. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that.
You.
If I was going to the army or something. But that used to be the rule back home. You had to use a military cut.
No matter what they say.
Just imagine me, actually a bit like a monkey sitting on the floor,
Yeah,
watching
naked.
Tarzan, watching one of my own.
It's funny though because you used to walk like him after every single time.
Yeah,
When you're
but to
all
be
fours.
fair, going up the stairs on all fours, it's way easier.
And your knuckles walking like this. It was very funny.
Yeah, it hurts though, fuck. Go on.
You were also very soft and malleable.
Ah, true.
Yeah.
That. We should try it now.
You should try
But I'm
now.
bigger and stronger.
Sure.
What's that picture in the back?
I think the transition froze. That used to happen a lot. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So two male voices.
Oh yes.
Where is the drums?
So somewhere in the back.
Oh, I thought she was gonna do the one where there's an elephant and the gorillas are playing in the laboratory.
Oh no.
What's that one?
Ding ding do go do do.
Up.
Wow.
Like-
Wow, 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 wow.
Can you do an elephant noise?
No. No, please no. Efra.
And then the fire comes out of here.
Wow.
I can do it. Oh! What the fuck? That's the first time in my life I made that noise. Let's try it again, shall we?
I don't. You're gonna burst a blood vessel.
That's actually happened before as well. Anyways, back
It's
to
so
this.
weird.
My It's only a very impressive performance.
Oh yes, and then we get reflection being outstanding. Oh yeah. What a segue! Holy guacamole!
Very good arrangement, eh?
Whew.
Here we go.
For a perfect daughter,
Can it be?
can it be?
Oh, sorry.
Can it be?
You know, it's a very interesting.
Canopy.
Yeah. Canopy, and then she gets out of the suit. Anyways, something very interesting that I've noticed, especially with theatre.
Why are you so random? Yes, continue.
Deeply appreciate it.
No, bro.
Is that, you know, I'm not the biggest theatre fan. I don't watch many musicals. Let that be either on TV or in real life. But one of the things that I think is irrefutable is that I think probably theatre training, it's certainly one of the best when it comes to stage control, crowd control, energy management, enunciation, pronunciation, diction, modulation. It's truly is an art of its own, and even if you are to pursue that profession, even if you're, wow, our neighbors are loud.
Oh yeah.
Even if you're not gonna pursue that as a profession, there's still so many aspects of it which are so highly applicable in other aspects of life. Even in even more professional aspects, like sort of like when you do speeches or public speaking and stuff like that. But it's truly, it's very pleasant to see someone be so comfortable as an actor is, or as a performer is, in theatre.
I agree. I think there is so much ease being displayed in this type of environments that are so high pressure.
Yeah.
They're so terribly uncomfortable for somebody who hasn't been trained in a theater environment ever. I believe there is so much to learn from this type of performances. Because you get so much you get to understand to a very fine detail what each part of the technique applies to, and yeah, I find myself going back to her performances very often. There is so much to dissect, there is so much to reassess and readjust in your personal performances, uh, because she does things differently. She applies techniques differently according to the environment, according to the song's demands. So and there's also this growth that you see. For example, in this medley, we've seen a lower range Lea work very uh, focused on diction and maintaining twanginess, so that the lower range doesn't get lost in with the music, it doesn't get lost in the delivery of it, because you can also over deliver these things, especially when it comes to low range singing. A lot of it can be lost, so she's doing a lot of focused detail work, and so when the reflection comes in, there's a natural growth that happens very very easily, and it feels like it's part of the journey. It didn't feel like it was a completely different song, and that's really clever. That's really nicely thought through, because when you get to the climax of the song, you would have had a really long journey, so by the time it comes in, it kind of explodes in your face.
Right.
It's really
It's like
satisfying.
yeah, it's sort of like it's like a theatre masterclass to some extent. I think
Is.
we've made that reference before when we watch Lea. But it's sort of like watching a true master at its work. Now I think she is considered like ultimately a master of masters, given the experience. Because it also proves other things, right? When you've been so long in the industry, it also proves longevity. It also proves adaptability to the change of currents and what would you call it, trends. So she is truly a special human being.
Indeed.
Play this part. Now I see that if I were truly to be myself, I could break my family's heart. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone
Well, it's a dragon in this movie.
Well, it's her song.
Somehow I cannot hide who I am, though I've tried. When will my reflection show who I am inside?
God,
I
that's.
said there's a dragon in this film.
Oh yeah.
I didn't. I don't know what you thought I say.
I heard you say she's dragon in this film.
No. I said she's a. There's a dragon.
Oh
in this
yes,
film.
indeed there
It's
is.
not really a big dragon.
It's a tiny dragon.
Breaking sort of all the stereotypes of dragons.
It's a funny dragon.
Fight for dragon rights.
All dragons are equal.
No, there's messages. Not all dragons are made the same.
Oh, but they're all mighty in their own right.
Doesn't it become a big dragon?
No, never ever.
Oh, is there Mulan too?
There is. I've never seen it though.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe we should check it out.
Usually the sequels are not as good. Is she still the voice?
I don't know.
Ooh. Well,
Probably.
it's a bit trivia there for you guys.
Most likely, I would
Anyway,
think.
what were you saying, Polly?
I was just gonna say that I love how palpable, how easy to listen to that string arrangement is. It's so beautiful.
Is that Alan Menken as well?
Yes, I believe so, but I'm not 100%. I said that so confidently. Let me just check my facts. Oh yeah, check my facts.
Alan
Mulan
Menken.
film. Most likely is just but is it? It was actually composed by David Chappelle and Goldsmith. So they're also
Very highly involved.
very highly involved in Disney musicals. You have Matthew Wilder as well and Stevie Wonder doing a lot of the work for this movie. That's actually so freaking nuts.
Really?
I totally didn't know that.
Wow. Go on, let's finish off.
Oh, and Stephen Schwartz was attached to the composing of the lyrics and music, also to the film.
Good
So
old
there
Stephen.
is a lot of freaking name power in the making of this soundtrack.
I wonder who came first then. Like Hercules, Tarzan, or Mulan? Because if maybe they had a
They
classic...
were all in the same year.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So they all came out around the same from 1995 to 1999. There was like this amazing
Well, the year I was born...
4 years of fantastic animated musicals for Disney.
year I was born was the best year for Disney in terms of classics. Tarzan, Hercules, 98.
Yeah, wow.
I think so.
And Mulan was also 98.
You think?
I just read it.
All right, there you go. Anyways,
Yeah.
go on.
Oh my god, yes. Oh, beautiful arrangement. Sing it, girl, with your chest.
You're so controlled, dude. He's so controlled. There's no like any wasted breath.
Yes! Yes! Yes, indeed.
That's awesome. But is that accurate
Awesomeness.
to say that she's very controlled? There's no
yes.
wasted breath. And the
nothing.
breath economy is rather spectacular.
10 out of 10. I totally agree with your statement. That is perfection.
Certainly a very thought-provoking performance. I would love to know...
Certainly the best era for me, like in my perspective of like Disney musicals. Alan Menken, Stephen Schwartz.
Even I know that name.
Yeah, David Chappelle. All of these amazing composers and lyrics.
Double P, right?
Yeah, and with Z.
Zappel. Right.
All these amazing lyricists and composers coming together to make the most fantastic music that will forever be immortal.
Maybe at that point they weren't as pinnacle.
Oh, they were.
They were.
I mean, Alan Menken was already doing a lot of work for theater and Broadway. I mean, he had already composed, I think, gospel. So Godspeed and all of those gospel arrangements were already trademark his. So when Disney approached him, they knew what they were getting.
I understand.
They knew that they were getting that funky edge with gospel, really magical. Coming from the classics like 101 Dalmatians, that it was so mellow, so
It's also Menken.
harmonically. No, no, no. It was way before his time, but like 1950s.
Oh,
we're
right, the
talking about.
first version of that.
Yeah, 101 Dalmatians, the animated version, not the
not
the
the real
movie.
one.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't say the other ones were not real, but you know what I mean.
No, but the animated. So you're coming to a brand new era from the classics that were known as classics in the 90s, late 90s. This new, it felt so revolutionary. You know, you had a completely different shift on what Disney meant. You know.
So I guess they took that risk and it paid off, right?
Absolutely, it was very, very risky, but it was also breaking the millennia. So
It had to do something.
something had to change. So I think that was for sure. That has to be for sure one
'Cause
of my favorite.
It's bizarre that they just don't make movies like that anymore.
Well,
Because
there is
Frozen
a
is a
new,
good movie in terms of music,
but
right?
there's a new era. There's a new era with a change of decade in 2000, from 2009, 2010 to 2015. The animated Disney movies have completely changed.
Evolved into computerized.
Yeah, well, they're animated in a different way,
Yeah.
but not only that, but I'm talking about the musical progression of it.
Well, they
Has-
have to evolve with the times. I see
Woo,
what
it
you're saying.
has, and they're just as charming, but it's a completely different shift. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't think I'm a good judge of that because I don't know. I don't really watch them. Like I
think
barely
it's-
watched Frozen 1,
it's
and I wasn't the biggest fan.
I believe that we are witnessing some of the most intricate and thought-provoking era of
Music.
of musicals and composing itself. But to me, there's nothing like beating this nostalgia
classics, right?
feel, right? So to me, this is the ones I grew up with.
Well, let us know. What do you think? It's another. Yeah. What's your favorite Disney song?
And what is your new classic?
There you go. Apart from that, goodbye.